17th of May 2023, Wednesday, right? MEO of Cal once again. All right, today a bit late because I really got a lot of things to do today. But let's copy the homework of this billionaire, shall we? Do you know who are they? Well, of course, you know Warren Buffett, right? Then the one in the middle is Bill Ackman, and the one on the left side is Tudor Jones. Now, they're all billionaires, all right, all are investors, and all are very, very good with their money. All right, so let's copy some of their homework, shall we? Okay, let's go. All right, disclaimer apply as usual, and thank you, Ames, for the kind sponsorship. Now, first of all, guys, we are getting nearer and nearer to the 1,000 mark. Now, the last number is 994, 6 more to go, and we'll hit the 1,000 mark. And once the 1,000 mark is reached, the milestone is there, I will inform you what will be the little celebration that we will have, okay? So I'll hope that this number really get hit by this week, okay? Just 6 people more to go. This is very easy, right? All right, once again, thank you guys for all the kind support. Now, 190 people are all trying out this TCS system, and they really likes it. Look at the testimony of these people. Now, every day I will upload the new testimonies coming in, and you can see that there are people who are very excited with it. They are very happy with it, and they really like the dedication, the commitment, the analysis, the research that we put into that. Of course, some people have different views, but at least they appreciate, and I'm really thankful for that. So thank you for this, Jason, Tim, and Aidan. Thank you guys for the great comments. Nonetheless, I really appreciate it. Okay, thank you so much once again. All right, let's recap what happened last night. Well, the Dow Jones basically down 336 points, with something that I have been advocating, that I believe that there was some profit taking coming in, and truth be told, it really happened. But if you look carefully itself, right, you will notice something interesting. The Nasdaq is up by 12.5. Well, Apple is totally flat last night. Nvidia up by almost 1%. AMD, interesting, up by 4.19%. This is very interesting, yeah? And Google up by 2.57. Now, Meta is flat, Microsoft up by 0.7, and of course, Amazon up by almost 2%. And the thing is that the real sellers was actually ExxonMobil and Chevron. Why? Because now there's concern right now about the US economy. And of course, if the crude oil prices is coming down, well, it reflects that means the economy is not having any good demand for it. Hence, therefore, a lowering crude oil price is not a reason to buy the market. In fact, I've been saying this for long of time. Actually, when crude oil price comes down, actually it reflects that the economy is not as vibrant as it is, and it's not a good sign. But of course, again, on the flip side, that's what Jerome Powell wants, because he wants the inflation to come down. So one side is that the stock market is coming down. On one side, the other side is that hopefully the inflation come down fast enough so that we can really stop the rate hiking. All right. So let's see how it goes. So from the view, you can see right now that the market is still very concerned with the current meeting with the congressional leaders and Joe Biden, all right, the president of the United States of America. So the thing is this, we can see that very clear, Biden is very optimistic as usual, but then McCurdy is not. All right. And the market basically doesn't like it, because when they expect something positive and what Biden says, but when McCurdy came in and said, nope, we're not even near that at all, things change again. So all we can say is this right now, that Home Depot pulling down the market a fair bit, down by 2.15%, because the retailer reported disappointing quarterly revenues and cut its full year's guidance. All right. So again, this basically drive the what they call economy recession. All right, I've been saying for long of time, and I think it's still going to continue. All right, and of course, the April retail sales came in weaker than expected, rising only 0.4%. It's lower than the 0.8 that economists were looking. And again, that actually strengthened my position to stay short in the market. But of course, the market now is actually talking about this right now. The S&P is bouncing around between 3,800 to 4,200. Is 400 points dancing around. So what could happen? Well, undeniable, if there's going to be a concern right now, it's still the debt ceiling, all right? So people have been asking, what if the debt ceiling come out positive? Then, of course, the stock market will shoot up. That's for sure, undeniable, all right? But the question is how to do that. So likely it'll be a bipartisan bill that will come out itself. That means some good side and bad for both parties. Then after that, they just basically accept it. Now, this is something that we have seen this many times before. It's nothing new. So all I can say is this: we will have some selling initially. Then after that, there will be a rebound. I can guarantee you this, there will be that rebound after the news comes out. All right. So take note of that. Some selling first, then after that, a rebound, okay? So we all know that the X date is supposed to be 1st of June, but with likelihood, they're going to push back forward, backward here. All right, so let's see what will happen then. Now, the thing is this is the crude oil chart. Now, initially, I was expecting the crude oil to go higher to $86, but you can see that it went to the high of $84 and where it stopped there. Okay, so I was like off by $2. And then after that, it basically traveled down all the way to $64. And that's something that I mentioned because I told you guys there's a very strong support here, and that's all the way back in 2021. And then there was a recent support in this March period at about $64. And now we have it again at $64. So I cannot deny this. I believe that this $64 will be challenged again because even though we have OPEC Plus coming in to cut production, right? But yet the market can pull back. So that shows that actually the whole world economy is not doing any better. And the inflation is still there, but food prices, shelter prices is still at the high level. Hence, therefore, right, this is not going to do well for everyone. So that's why try to learn a skill set to prepare yourself. All right. Now, of course, while we have all the negative stuff, let's look at something positive, shall we? Now, Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway added Capital One and some stock holding recently, and we all know that Warren Buffett is still good. Okay, so Warren Buffett is still holding a lot of Apple. In fact, he bought more Apple. All right. And the thing is this, you can see that Bank of America, he is second base, followed by American Express, Coca-Cola, Chevron, Occidental Petroleum, and so forth, right? So the thing is this, if you ask me, right, if there's going to be a mini market crash, the first company I will buy will be Apple. I can tell you this is for sure. All right. And of course, recently with the crude oil prices right now coming down, I already tell you guys for Occidental Petroleum, just wait for a while, let it come down to $54. If not $40, that'll be the best price to buy, okay? So while this Warren Buffett has been buying this Capital One, he has also dumped the Bank of New York Mellon and this US Bancorp. So all I can say is this, if you believe in him, which I trust him a lot, then you can just buy some Capital One Financial and just keep it there for some time. Now, he's a long-term investor, so don't expect to see profit instantly, but he has been pretty good. I tell you why. Recently, in April, Warren Buffett said he's going to buy some Japanese stock. Remember? That was in April 11. Honestly, at that time itself, I kind of bearish the market, so I didn't really pay attention to this detail, but I remember this. And he basically, in 2020, he had bought 5% of the Japan top 5 trading company, Itocho, Mitsubishi Corp, Mitsu and Company, Sumitomo Corp, and Marubeni. All right. So the thing is this, Dow, are they doing well? They're doing very well. In fact, itself, right? They're doing so well, I really kick myself, really. Take a look at the Nikkei. My God. Now, this is 11th of April when the news came out about telling people that he bought some Japanese stock 2020. And at the time, the Nikkei was trading at 28,000. Do you know where the Nikkei now is? Oh my God, today Nikkei has rocked 30,000. It's up by 8.6% in just less than 3 weeks. My God. I mean, seriously, I feel so shortchanged myself because the thing is this, I know that Nikkei will go up, but I didn't know that it go up so much. That's 3,000 points, 2,000 points in such a short span of time. Oh my goodness. This is something that I really must really copy this guy. This guy is good. So if this is good itself, right, then the warning sign from him about the US banks, you have to take note, okay? Now, of course, there's things that you cannot listen to the good side, right? The bad side of it is that he's not comfortable with the US banks. So that's the reason why I'm not that keen to go long for certain companies like the financial stock at the moment, yeah? Now, the thing is, look at my Nikkei chart through my TWB indicator. You can see very, very clearly that it stick to a buy very strongly. But recently, there's some profit taking, yeah? So take care of this. So even though the price is moving up, right? But just be careful. There's some profit taking on the Nikkei right now. This is something that only the TWB system can pick it up. And of course, if you pick it up properly, you can make some good money from there, yeah? All right, let's moving on. Now, Paul Tudor Jones is another billionaire trader. He is a billionaire trader, turns investors. In 1987, he really shot to fame because he shorted the stock market, and we all know in 1987, the stock market crashed. All right, so the thing is this, Paul Tudor Jones says that the Fed is done with raising rates and stock to finish the year higher from here. Wow, okay. Now, I did say that the stock market will recover towards the end of the year, but I don't think it will be higher than now. But again, I can be wrong. So the thing is this, this hedge fund manager, Tudor Jones, says that, right, the Federal Reserve is done with their hiking, and now the stock market can go higher. In fact, he says this because the CPI has been declining for 12 months in a row. Hence, therefore, it's never happened in this industry. That's why he believes that the stock market is about to go up. He says that now the current feeling now is similar to the mid-2006 before the global financial crisis, which is okay. I can see your point. The thing is this right now, he feels that, right, it's not going to be a rampant bull, but it will be a slow grind. Okay. The thing is this, at the same time, he's actually saying that there could be a recession could strike in third quarter. Okay. Kind of confused right now. No. In fact itself, as I said before, there should be some selling until August, September. That's the third quarter, right? And then after that, there will be the official recession. Now, so which means that now Tudor Jones is actually in line with what I shared over the last few months. I mean, saying that there will be a recession coming in August, September, which a lot of people is laughing about it. But now with Tudor Jones also saying that, wow, incredible. But that means that if the market really sell off by then, okay, then it's time to buy a lot of stocks, because I believe what Tudor Jones says that we will have a rally. Interesting, right? Very unique view. All right, so look at S&P right now. We are seeing the same thing over and over again. The market has been really tight over the last 20 over days. And of course, same thing over here. If the market breaks 4,200, we can see 4,400 level, okay? Similarly, the next wave downward should be back to 3,850, because that is where the market should be heading. And of course, we can see the moving average is picking up right now because the market is so sideways, the MA is moving up. No, all I can say is this, the volume has been really flat. So no one really taking the initiative to make the big step. So all I can say is we just have to watch it. Okay, guys, it's either 4,400 or 3,850. One of them will be the next target. All right, my bet 3,850, of course. All right, so for my own indicator, TWB indicator, you can see right now that it's pretty sideways. And majority of the what happened in April month, there was a lot of buying, right? A lot of buying, yeah. So that's why the market tried to go up every time. But now the thing is this: if you take this point and this point divided by 2, we are now exactly at the pivot point. So all I can say is this: we just need a catalyst. If a positive catalyst, it'll bring back to 4,200 again. But if the catalyst is down, then it's going to be 4050, right? So either 4,200 or 4050. So this is the nearer one, yeah? Now, at the moment now, my indicator shows that there's some selling pressure. Let's see how it goes later on. Now, Bill Ackman, we all know that this guy basically was making a bit of money when he was calling for sell back then, telling the whole world that we are having big problem and blah, blah, blah. And of course, we all know what happened later on, right? Of course, Bill Ackman has his very good run recently. He has made billions of dollars on certain stocks itself. I can't remember exactly, but pretty good. All right, so the thing is this right now, Bill Ackman has just bought a $1 billion bet on Alphabet, and this time it's a buy. Yeah? He has bought $1.1 billion worth in the first quarter. And the thing is this, we can see now this Pershing Square, his company, has already have stake 1.1 as a new insertion. And of course, he reduced his position in Lot and Hilton and Chipotle. All right. Now, the thing is this, we all know that Alphabet recently have came off, right, because of the fiasco with their this search engine. Remember, during the AI project, the price came down. All right, so that was where when everybody thinks it's gone, you can see that Alphabet dropped because of the AI event. Everybody thinks it's over, but that's where the smarter money came in to buy. In fact, itself, right, recently, the share price again came off a little bit because there was some concern about the search engine. But look, the market absorbed it exactly what it's supposed to be. And then after that, they pump up through the 108 resistance, and now it's heading towards the 121 top resistance, which I think that the market will take it. All right. So to me, it's all right. This is Bill Ackman buying. And again, that shows how much confidence he has. So maybe you can write out his homework for yourself, $92 and 104, which means that if Alphabet shares do come down to 104 or $92, that will be a good time to buy some Alphabet. All right. So this is what I call copy homework. Yeah. Okay. All right. With that, let's look at Alphabet shares. Look at it. Oh my God. If I just basically pay more attention to details, I will be able to buy because my indicator called for buy. Everything was good. And the share price from 104 shot up all the way to 119. So if I had some people watching for me this, we would have been able to buy this. But again, that shows that my indicator is pretty good, right? Okay, so take note of all these things, guys. I'm pretty sure you can spend some time watching the market and update me together. All right, now this is something get a little bit economics, a lot of data coming in, and some of you may not like it because it's a bit bearish right now. Now, this is the initial claims versus the unemployment rate. Now, what's initial claim first? Initial claim is a claim filed by unemployed individual after a separation from an employer. So meaning loss of job, right? Okay, the thing is this. You can see right now, right, the initial claims is building upwards. That means more people are claiming, okay, But the thing is this, the unemployment is still kind of at a low end, right? Okay. If you look back into history, right, whenever initial claims start to go up while unemployment stay flat, that is where later on the unemployment data will start to move together. All right, so it's like later part is like a bit delayed. Yeah, so we have it before in 1989, we had it before in year 2000, and we have a little bit right here itself in year 2007. So what we're seeing right here is that now we have a bit of divergence between the two of them. We had to be very careful, because if you look back now with initial claims with the S&P 500, you can see that most of the time, not all the time, that when the initial claims start to go up, right, the stock market actually fell. So now we can see the initial claim is moving up. Hence, later on, unemployment data should be also follow through, and that's why there's concern that the stock market may come off. All right, so again, all these are past and history. How much you really do it, right, is back to you. But of course, if the economy is not doing well, naturally the stock market will give way. Yeah. Now, if you put together with VIX right now, it gets very interesting. Now, this is VIX. Now, this is VIX over the last 18 months, and you can see a very interesting phenomenon is that when I put the lows together, you can see that, wow, look at it. It's as if that it is really trending now perfectly, right? So when we do that and we put it with the resistance, oh my God, it looks like pretty decent, right? So if you ask me right now, if there's going to be any sort of selling, then the market, stock market, yeah, then the VIX will have to go past 22 first, and then after 22, the next target will be the high, which is about 30 level. Now, I really think that this VIX will play out well, because now it's supported, right? And we are getting more and more into this congressional thingy problem. Hence, therefore, I kind of believe that the market was purposely sell down a bit to spook everybody and make everybody sell. And then that's where they come in for the Tea Party. All right. And if you actually combine this with this interesting Dow Jones, right, the next chart, you're going to flip your mind and take a look. Now, if I put a Dow beside the channels retain, yeah, and put a Dow beside it, oh my God, you can see that this is crazy. You can see that the thing is that this is where the resistance of the VIX, and that is where the support of the Dow. Same thing again, the resistance of the VIX and the so-called support of the Dow. So it's almost telling me that if there's going to be a recovery on the VIX, then the Dow may have to come down all the way to 28,500. Oh my God. I think that will flip a lot of people. What do you think, guys? Leave a comment in the comment box. I'd like to hear this. But when I do this TA itself, I really feel so incredible at this. All right, guys, what do you think? Let me know. Yeah, this is really crazy stuff. All right, guys, I can't deliver my technical analysis the last 2 days, including today, because I'm really running out of time and I got lots of things to do. So I apologize on that. I'll try to do it tomorrow. Okay. So appreciate your understanding here. This is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.